And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it, it's Worthy. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Butker knocks it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Just kind of a confidence builder. An offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Ronnie Rivers now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down throw here for Stafford. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
Kate, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. He's got the hook up to Davante Adams. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Rams have the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. All the left side. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they come. Second down. Stafford throwing again. Short pass brought in. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
Jordan Whittington. A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Trying to sneak with Stafford, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Straight ahead with Williams. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They put Adams in motion left. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still second down.
Penalty moves him backwards. Here comes 2nd and 9. Back to throw, here's Stafford. That one complete to Whittington. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Defense showing blitz. Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Running it after the penalty. Running in the red zone. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. First down, and they go right back to him. Like the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Stafford from the gun. He brings it in. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
He's ruled out of bounds down at the 1-yard line.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. And he sent a man in motion. On third down, here's Williams. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Going for it, it's Williams. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st down from the 41. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So it'll be second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
We'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up fourth down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyren Williams again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another run for Williams. And that's good for a gain of 5. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game,
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll run here following the penalty. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Offense to the line, second down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Okay, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Rams playing themselves to a lead here at SoFi. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Felix Anudike Uzama making the tackle that time.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Stafford back to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
A 37-yard attempt.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he's tackled for no gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got first down here from the 36. Here's Mahomes now. Ooh, fired a dart there, but it's not going to be brought in.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air, Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Right back to Rice, caught again. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. On target to Thornton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
A 35-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, yeah, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much.
Dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
Whittington now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Second half starts with a run by Williams. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground with Williams. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 3rd down.
Now facing 3rd and 8 after that delay of game penalty. To the air on 3rd and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Back to throw, Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Sticking to the air here. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he'll make up a few of the yards that they lost to that flag. Looks like 2nd down and 12 coming up.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He takes it himself. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throw here, 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. This will be a 44-yard look. Butker knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Let's give him some credit. He's done his best to 3 them to death in this game, Kate. And he's continuing that effort here in the 2nd half as his 4th field goal of the game gives them a slim lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Whittington now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. They've got 2nd and 4.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Man in motion, headed right. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
So 2nd down and a tougher 8 to go now following that delay of game. Stafford from the gun. That's complete. Naku on the left side. It's a foot race. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Rams just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Nevis with a point after. And the Rams jump in front now by 5.
Chiefs 12.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. Escapes the defender. This makes it up to the 25. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. He finds Worthy, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Now it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Mahomes leads his troops to the line, going for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4.
Chiefs 20, Rams 17.
Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
On the return, here comes Rivers. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. Finds his back, Kyren Williams. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, they need 7. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
It's a gain of 18.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Complete to Puka Nacua. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Third and long. They're going to throw. Complete to Whittington. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Rams headed out to the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Puka Nacua, the target on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. You just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy, and if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
He'll throw it. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Stafford's going to throw once more. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Rams down by only 3. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go with Williams on the counter. Hits some space around midfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from the 43. A handoff to Williams. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards. and they just got a very successful one.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Back to throw. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. Screen here for Williams. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Mejio with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
They'll start this series with an option left. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Looking over the middle, there's Kelsey. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Officials singling timeout. We've got whistles, time left for 1 snap, and while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the